afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am honoured to be the first to speak, although I didn't realise I was the warm-up act. The star turns will speak later. Firstly, there are many people who are not here today, grandparents, family members and good friends. So for all in this room who have lost a loved one, please let us raise a glass to absent friends.
Absent friends.
Thank you. I would now like to start on behalf of my wife, myself and the groom's parents, give a warm welcome to all the relatives and friends of Adele and Richard who have joined us to celebrate this their wedding day. I know that many of you have travelled long distances to be with us today. Thank you all for coming to help celebrate. As I look around the room, I see how many friends Adele and Richard have, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and especially good night tonight. I would like to thank Paul and Gaynor for being so welcoming to Adele and us and making us welcome in their family circle. I must admit I was the proudest dad today, accompanying Adele down the aisle. When Adele and I shared that last minute glance before walking down the aisle is a moment I remember forever. Now this is the part where I'm supposed to say a few embarrassing things about Adele when she was younger. Obviously I've known Adele all her life. I can remember her crawling around on her hands and knees, dribbling. Well, I said I wouldn't mention her 18th birthday. But we've worked together a while now, so I better call a truce. Suffice it to say, Mel and I are both very proud of her and the way she looks today, and are both delighted she has found someone who obviously loves and cares for her so much, and who loves her back with fervour. There are two things we as parents try to give our children. One is roots and the other is wings. Well, Adele, you have grown your wings and fled the nest. But you will always be loved and always have roots in the family. And now you, along with Richard, will have two sets of roots and two loving families. In Richard, I know she has met her soulmate, and since we've known him, Mel and I both agree he is everything one would hope for in a son-in-law. He has many good qualities. He's a committed professional, has an appreciation for comic book heroes, but not least of which is an appreciation for the finer things in life. Well, he's married now with a daughter. Now for the tricky part of the speech. According to the Idiot's Guide to Wedding Speeches, this is the part where I'm supposed to give advice on marriage. The only thing I can say is that you must choose the right partner for the right reason, and I believe Adele and Richard have done this. Then again, after 41 years of happy marriage, I think I can be able to offer something more constructive. As is the fashion today, Adele and Richard have already set a home together, and they've done a good job of it. But marriage is very much like driving along a road. It can be nice and smooth, sometimes it can be slippery. There can be obstacles in the way, and sometimes you can go around in circles. Conditions are sometimes bumpy, and you can't always see through the mist. Just think before you cross the line. Be aware of the signs, and most important of all, give way. Richard, you have been with Adele long enough now to know what you're letting yourself in for. So no sympathy from me. Just remember these three words: all, just, and only, as you'll hear them time and time again. Such as, all you need to do is this. It'll only take 5 minutes, and it only costs. These are gross understatements. But then, as Oscar Wilde said, women are to be loved and not understood. Mind you, helping around the house with some chores is not a bad idea. Crime statistics show that there's never been a case of a wife killing her husband while he was hoovering, washing Now, just before I finish, I would like to offer one or two final thoughts. Love does not consist of gazing at each other, but looking together in the same direction. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. Success in a marriage does not come from finding the right mate, but being the right mate. Marriage is a meeting of two minds, two hearts and two souls. Adele and Richard are a perfect example of this. May they be blessed with happiness that grows, with love that lasts and a peaceful life together. I wish them enjoyment for today, the fulfillment of all their hopes and dreams for tomorrow, and love and happiness always. And Adele, now, good. It's my great pleasure to propose a toast to the happy couple. Be upstanding and raise your glasses to the bride and groom, Adele and Richard.